There's a reason why Jasprit Bumrah is called a cheat code by the fans and experts. Very rarely it happens that Bumrah struggles against a particular batter because more often than not those batters are trying to negotiate him so that they can attack the other bowlers. But in most occasions, Bumrah has managed to come out on top. However, Australia opener Usman Khawaja has shared some useful tips as to how to counter Jasprit Bumrah ahead of the all-important Border-Gavaskar Trophy, and these tips might just be useful for his Australian teammates. Let's just have a look. Well, Khawaja on Bumrah, he said that, when you first face him, it's just his action. It's a different, bizarre kind of action, as his release point is very different than other bowlers. And by what he means in the last line is that Bumrah's release point is such that the ball comes quickly onto the batter than most of the bowlers, and that's why it's difficult to face a certain Jasprit Bumrah, who has really been one of India's outstanding bowlers across departments in the last 6 to 7 years or so. And also at the very same time, he was one of the most important factors why India went on to win the Border-Gavaskar Trophy in Australia on their previous 2 occasions. Well, Khawaja also said that it's just once you get used to the action, it's fine. I played against him a lot. It's awkward the first time, but then you get there. Well, Khawaja, I think he's focused on some specific keywords here. He said that it's fine once you get used to it. I played against him a lot. And even the numbers also, prove it here. Khawaja has faced Bumrah in a total of 155 balls in Test cricket, which means more than 25 overs. He hasn't got out to him in those 7 Test innings and has managed to score 43 runs. Well, that's some kind of an achievement that Khawaja has had, because he has been successful in countering Jasprit Bumrah by not getting out to him, and that's something that's kind of a trend that he would want to continue in the 5-match Test series that begins on November 22nd in Perth. And very rarely, the batters can say this thing, that we haven't really got out to Bumrah in any of the Test matches or the ODIs where we have actually faced him. Well, Khawaja, he also explained the kind of mindset that he has when he usually faces Bumrah, and he said that I'm not thinking about where Bumrah is getting me out, I'm thinking about where I'm scoring runs against him. And I think that's kind of a very positive approach, because if you're trying to negotiate a certain Jasprit Bumrah, there are good chances that you would get out to him. And in case of Khawaja, who would be Australia's senior opener in the Border-Gavaskar Trophy, well, he would really have to step up to the plate. He would really have to make sure that he lays the foundation for those big runs, because he is the senior most guy, and he would really have to face Bumrah on most occasions in that 5-match series. And that's where, if he can get the better of Bumrah on most of the occasions, or if he can really tire him out also, then India would really be on the back foot. Well, Khawaja has also had a say on Mohammed Siraj. He said that I think Siraj is a very good bowler. He's a very good bowler to both right-handers and left-handers. He can actually complement Bumrah really well. Well, Siraj is off late, he hasn't really been in the best of his forms. He's picked about 20-21 odd wickets in the 9 or 10 Test matches that he has played in 2024. But then Siraj, who made his maiden Test debut in Australia, really went on to have a good tour. He made his debut in the MCG, was a first change bowler. Then in the 3rd Test in Sydney, he opened the bowling alongside Jasprit Bumrah. And at the Gabba, at the iconic Gabba, well, Siraj was the leader of the pack, and he made sure that he stepped up to the plate, and he was one of the major reasons why India lifted the Border-Gavaskar Trophy in 2020 and 2021. Well, he would really have those good memories of that tour, and that's where Siraj would want to hope that he comes back into form at the right time for India. Well, this battle might just define the Border-Gavaskar Trophy. In case of Jasprit Bumrah, he would be itching to do well, would want to make sure that he continues his good form that he has had in 2024 Test matches. And in case of Usman Khawaja, well, he has had a resurgence in Test cricket, and if he can do well against India, what it would really mean is that his Test career would also continue. But at the very same time, if he does not really do well, then alarm bells would be ringing because he isn't really getting any younger, and that's where Australia might want to bring in some flesh. But so this battle is going to be the one to watch out for as far as the Border-Gavaskar Trophy is concerned. Stay tuned to Sports Today as we'll bring you all the latest updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Pawan, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.